Hello guys, welcome back to the nursery with myself Tim. We're right here in the middle of our main glasshouse. As you can see there, that would have been some of our 2 litre production there, and as you see out on the right hand side here, you're right, that is some of the liners. So they are all ready for potting on. We're at a very busy point in the nursery at the moment, so we're doing a lot of potting. We're filling out the beds outside. The weather has come good, so it is all systems go at the moment, and it's time to get into your garden and it's time to start planting. I'm going to look at, there's quite a few bits after going onto the list at the moment, so I'll do a quick run through of some of the new bits. There's still a lot of stuff from previous videos on, stuff like the alliums here at the back. I'm not going to pull it out, but the alliums are starting to show signs of budding. We now have on the list, we've got some lovely Dicentris. So the Dicentris spectabilis alba is nice and ready for off as well, and so is the normal bleeding heart, the spectabilis, straight spectabilis. So again, both done in a lovely pink pot to show off the colour. To go along with those Dicentris, there's a few other Dicentris you'll notice on the list. I've just one of them here. This is the Eczema alba, so a far different type of a more serrated leaf, and again little white flowers. So there's a couple of ones of these on, like Stuart Bootman and the likes. They're all on the list there, so just keep an eye on that. For the time of the year, it is the Calta. This one is Palustris plena. This is the double flowering one, so you can see very nice head. So this is marsh loving. This will live in at the side of water or wet ground very nicely and thrive. Not a necessity, but will do very well. Nemesia at the minute, so this is confetti. So again, nice full foliage, will show signs of flowering very soon, and again will be abundance of almost Nemesia bedding style flower on that, but that is fully hardy and that will come back year after year. Added onto the list, we have some Astilbes. So I have a couple picked here. This particular one is Henny Graffland, so this is a nice soft pink. I've got a very unusual one down here in Chocolate Shogun. So this is a very dark foliage variety with a whitey pinky flower on the top of that one, and all the normal favourites are there as well. So Sprite and all them, they have all started to show signs of coming up out of the pot. A favourite of some of our staff here would be this particular one. This is Epimedium, so this is Lilify, and you can see that really dainty foliage, and that sort of, it's kind of got that purpley tinge to it, which will turn green as it matures, and it has a very delicate little flower, and pink as well. So very nice plant, and just, I think, all round good performer. Another really good variety would be this Convolvulus. So this is just Sonorum, and you can see nice silvery foliage. Just check it out in the list, it's there, and again, nice white flower in that to contrast, and it's really nice and feathery to the touch. Also, a favourite here on the nursery would be the Everlasting Sweet Pea. Does very well for us, and in turn should sell very well for yourselves. So this particular one I've here is Red Pearl. All the colours are available, the white, the pink and this red one, and you can see they're starting to climb up the canes already and are eager for a season of growth. One of my own favourites would be Corydalis. I like this. It's very low growing and dainty, and very fine fern like foliage, and topped off with a nice little bluey almost purpley flower, and they're really nice. So that is Corydalis purple leaf. You'll spot it on the list. Some of the Nifophias are currently ready. So this is Rawls Red Seedling. So this is just a straight red variety, and again, you can see that there's plenty of growth from the base there, so it's not just one little center. So very strong plant, and again should show multiple flower heads when it's ready. I quite like this one. This is a Celine. This is relatively new. Celine's Rowley's favourite. So this one is a nice, you can see from that side, a nice pink flower on it, and does very well in the garden, and actually is a very good pot plant. So great for the tubs and planters as well. Melittus would be slightly on the softer side, so you can see that this one has started to come up. This is Melittus Royal Velvet Distinction, and has an almost snapdragon-y type flower in the two-tone there, and I think it's very attractive. Stands about 1.5 feet tall to its full height. I think it's quite nice. Then down along the bottom here, we'll just run through a couple. So I've hostas up at the moment as well, so showing some good foliage. Another one here at the bottom. So I've got Wide Brim there, which you can see the nice wide edge on the brim of those leaves, where it gets its name from. And then another one, this one, I like this. This is Purple Heart, and you can just see, I'll just open up the centre. They will open out further and colour up more, but you can see the purpleness going down the heart of the leaf there and down into the centre, where that's how it gets its name, Purple Heart. So I think that's a very good one, and I think it's a great variety as well. So I've also got some digitalis. So this particular one is Foxy. So this is the mixed variety. So you get all sorts of shades between the light pink through to the purple, and maybe even a few whites in there. So that's a very, very nice and good strong foliage. No sign of any sort of disease or anything on that either. So that's very, very good there. Still available and showing signs now of budding up from the base there. So you can see that there's going to be 2 big flowers on this one. So this is the Camassia cerulean. So this is the dark blue one, and we also have white available, so you can have the 2 colors on your benches. So that's again a very, very good plant, and just gets bigger and bigger by age. So this one is not is very, very good for the gardens and just continues on year after year. Also available, we still have a nice batch coming to the end of them now, the Astelia. So the Astelia, this is a Silver Shadow, and you can just see that the colour on that is phenomenal in terms of on the foliage. So if you're looking for a few of these, don't leave it too long, because these will go very quickly. Now I'm going to finish up on a few here. I've got the old trusted variety of Verbena bonariensis. You can see that there's good foliage on it, good and strong, and again will show lots of flower when it does come up to its eventual almost 2 meter height. Very, very good garden plant. And then I have this nice delphinium. So I have a couple of delphiniums. So these are done nice and full in the pot. And this particular one I have here is Black Knight, but the other ones are available as well, Astelat and the Guinevere and whatnot. So they're all there. You can see the nice strong foliage on them. And so they're again one of the good reliable varieties. And I'm going to finish up on the nice variegated 1 litre Abretia, and you can just see that that is a phenomenal contrast there between the foliage, the flower, and it's just really, really striking and really strong. So I kind of like this. I have this in my own garden, and I think it's thrown up a lovely show of colour. Early colour in the garden I think is very important, and Abretia really does play a part in that. So guys, that's some of what's on that list. There's quite a lot more on that list. Take a look at that list. It's constantly changing, and I think that, as you can see there, the quality is very, very good at the moment. And we're just after having a very good week, sun-wise, weather-wise, as temperatures after coming up, thank God. And we look forward to talking to you, and look forward to taking your order and delivering it out next week. Thank you very much, guys.